in this it's not hyperinflation yet, but we are in a more inflationary environment. Is there any strategy for someone who's making a purchase, say, I deal with, the Unilevers of the world, and for them, they don't care if I'm buying a pallet or 2 pallets or 4 pallets. Is there any strategy I can use to kind of help with cost of goods?
The strategy that we're employing right now, which may not be applicable for you for probably 2 reasons, but is just to buy as much inventory as we can right now, knowing that it's going to be more in the future. Like, I just don't see any situation where costs are going to go down. I think hyperinflation's here personally. Whether, economists or people, in the government want to admit to it at this point or whatever, I'm definitely not going to get into politics stuff, but like, I don't know, we're on the inside of this stuff, right? I mean, we see what's happening ahead of time. Like, shipping costs are going up, raw material costs are going up, labor costs are going up. Nothing's going down. Nothing's going to go down. There's a tight labor market that's going to continue to be a problem. I don't see this getting any better. I think that, it's just going to kind of continue to get more expensive. And so what we've done, we've bought as much as we can of next year's inventory, like already for like almost all of our brands. But we have the capital to do that. So if you don't have that ability, then, that's out. We also don't have the goods that expire. I think that your wheat gluten or whatever that ingredient you mentioned earlier that went from 80 something cents to 2 something a pound, I assume that has a shelf life. And so you can't just hoard that and stick it in the corner of a warehouse somewhere. So I think that it puts you at a little bit of a disadvantage from that perspective, but like, everyone's going to be on the same playing field. Right? I mean, like wheat gluten or whatever that ingredient was, which doesn't make sense because wheat gluten has carbs. So, but again, everyone's costs are going to go up. Oh, is that right? Interesting. Okay, wheat gluten protein. Okay.
Well, because it's actually gluten. Gluten in and of itself is actually just the protein from wheat. I have endless Facebook clarifications with people where I'm like, hey, I promise it's keto. I promise I wouldn't eat it if it wasn't.
Right. Makes sense. But you can have keto and gluten free. Then you can't have wheat gluten.
Yeah, correct. That, and there's no scorn like the scorn of someone who is gluten free, who thought that the thing that they bought were gluten free. Like, they will let you know.
Right.
They'll find you to the end of the earth. If you go, what's like Live from Pulp Fiction? You go, like, if you're at a rice paddy in Indonesia, they're gonna find you, like, hunting you down.